Welcome back to Fantasy Bricks and welcome to episode 3 of Building Erebor. Before we get started, I'd just like to thank everyone who watched, liked and commented on last week's episode. This week we'll start with a time lapse of me building a section of the mountain, which you can see a sneak preview of behind me. And then we're going to get into quite an exciting unboxing of some custom parts. Then we'll get into the rest of the mountain and also a little bit of landscaping, and then we'll finish out with a dramatic edit of the MOC so far. So let's get into all that and more right now, guys. I'm actually not very happy with how this bit turned out. I think that's because it's too abrupt as it goes around the corner and it doesn't look very natural. A good tip when you're building is to just sometimes take a step back, take a couple of steps and just have a look, and I think if I'd done that here then I would have noticed how unnatural it looked and then I probably would have fixed it. I'm definitely not going to destroy it and then build it again, as it takes too long to be doing that, and also it doesn't look too bad, it's just I'm a massive perfectionist, so I'll be keeping that in mind next time I build. Now we're going to get into an unboxing before we get into some more time lapses. So these were sent to me by someone that I've known for years in the LEGO community through LEGO shows, and it's really nice of him, so a massive shout out to him and a big thank you. So this is actually the first custom parts that I've ever had. I've never really been interested in buying custom parts, but I have to say that these do look really cool. So apparently there's enough armour, helmets and weapons to kit out 6 elves and 6 of the dwarves. This is especially great about the dwarves as I mentioned in the first episode, I've not got that many of them. I think I'm going to be leaving most of these until the finale, as I think that'll be quite a cool section in that. I also might try and get hold of a few more of the dwarves. How do you guys feel about it though? Because I've always been a LEGO purist, but these do look pretty cool, especially the dwarf one. So what I'm doing here is actually trying to work out how many of the 1x2x3 bricks I have, because I managed to get these at a really good price, and I definitely won't be able to afford any more, as I think on Bricklink they are about 10p each at least, that's like the cheapest, and I just can't afford that. So I'm trying to kind of work out how many I'll need for each section of the MOC, and then make sure that I don't use too much for one section, as they're a really useful part when you're rockscaping. So you may be wondering what's going on with that massive grey gap in between the rockwork, and in there is going to be a massive frozen waterfall which is seen in the film, and on top of that is where Azog and Thorin have their massive battle. From memory there's also a bridge that Legolas fights on, so I think I'll watch the film again and then also try and include as many of the different scenes which take place as possible. So now we're going to get into a dramatic edit of the MOC so far, and then we'll finish out with the outro. Thanks for watching episode 3 of Building Erebor. I'm really happy with the progress that we got done in this week's episode. Next week there won't be an episode, but I'm going to be visiting a couple of LEGO shops, so I'm going to release a LEGO shop vlog instead. In case you guys didn't know, Brickley, who is an amazing builder, is doing a Building Mordor series, which I've just seen the first episode of and really enjoyed, so I'll leave the link to his channel in the description below. Also, Zach Corin has got his own Erebor build series, which you should definitely check out. And in one of his last videos he was building the little hidden door, which I'd completely forgotten about, and I definitely want to include that now. If any of you guys have got your own build series or channels, then let me know in the comments and then I could shout them out at the end of each episode. You can expect big things in episode 4, so hopefully I'll see you then. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.